And Miami with a win as Adebayo leaves it short. Here's Towns. Towns barging through, kicking out. Anunoby. Cradle it in with the left hand.
Well, he is so much more confident than when he first came into the league. In terms of his off-the-bounce game, he had to be. I mean, teams just said, you're not going to beat us from three. We're going to run you off the line. And if you're Josh Hart, you're going to cover a lot of ground before the postseason, guys.
Yeah, it's a great point, Cassidy. Obviously, he would be eligible for, you would think, would be on an All-NBA team.
Oh, and there's no question about it, Ryan. And this is significant. I think the other part of this, and in the absence of Jalen Brunson, with whom you get a steady diet of pick and roll, they have got to manufacture something on the defense turning into offense. Can they get some easy buckets? Offensive rebound they gave up, the Knicks.
Yeah.
There were 3 blue jerseys in there, right? I mean, that's fine. That's the defensive rebound. But the offensive rebound they gave up on the prior shot.
Yes.
There were 3 blue jerseys. Towns. That's where Carl's got to make him physically go the other direction.
Towns able to muscle his way on the interior. He's had big performances against Miami this season. First 2 games averaged 5.7 assists. Where Hero has struggled, though, is where the Heat have struggled, especially of late. And that is in fourth quarters and clutch time. We showed you that graphic in the open. But since February 1st, Miami on the offensive glass.
If he does not fatigue out, which we saw a little bit of on Saturday night, and I think you're going to see them lengthen his minutes now, he can be a problem tonight. That size on both ends, even in limited minutes with Mitchell Robinson.
Was complimenting Davion's defensive energy, his toughness to us before the game. Shamet, the Euro, banker way off. Rebound Highsmith. See the rookie into the game, Khalil Ware. Off the steal, Highsmith, catch, fire, no. And Robinson the rebound. This losing streak, as Cassidy told us earlier, tied for the longest in the Eric Spoelstra era. As our coaching staff is doing after every game, breaking everything down. He's going to be pleased with this start tonight, an 11-point lead. Shot clock turned off here in this first.
Apollo 13 was about life and death, and it
8 in a row. That's what's on the line tonight for Miami. Terry Rozier in off the bench. Using the screen from the rookie. Firing away and hitting. Karl Anthony Towns catching heat in this second quarter. He has the last 7. And Miami needs a timeout. On the same page as the Knicks turn it over.
So Knicks in transition. Watch where Mr. Towns starts that possession. You're halfway to the end zone.
Now, Miami's gone 4+ minutes without scoring. Jaquez rejects it out of bounds.
And it has to rub salt into the wounds.
And Mitchell puts Miami in front by 2 midway through the second quarter. Miami trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. Knicks back home. Here's Payne. Payne, no. Catches it on the ground. Ochoa, yes.
Playing off their defense. They were in the gaps on the OG drive. Jaquez, little drop pass. It's probably a wise move. Let's give it to the 6'9" guy who's pretty good athletically.
You know, I thought Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero down the floor to Hero, major highlight.
And Jaquez as well. He and Davion Mitchell, the energy, the activity, the defensive pressure, both of those guys having a big time in defensive assignment. He's not in every action.
McBride comes up with a steal. Here's Bridges. Anunoby, not a clean catch. Anunoby veers in, missed the layup. Rebound loose.
Just a little little bit
Yeah,
easier.
exactly. Makes a big difference, those final 6 seconds. NBA League Pass puts the ball in your court. Stream the late season drama anywhere, anytime, all at the new low price for a limited time only. Doris, that's big.
Some space to navigate, Ryan, and also in terms of strength of schedule, some very winnable games, even without Jalen Brunson.
Meanwhile, the Heat currently 9th in the play-in. Have lost 7 and ends there with a little banker from Adebayo. Now 6 assists for Jaquez to go with those 9 rebounds. Eric Spoelstra talking about how desperate this group is for a win in their souls right now, as Cassidy documented for us earlier. Hero leaving behind Adebayo. Hart there to deflect it, and now we're going to have a jump ball with Anunoby and Hero as Miami nearly turns it over again.
OJ in the gaps. 12 for Golden State.
It's such a good point, Doris, because you can look at the Eastern Conference standings and say, okay, well, Cleveland could start throttling down the engine if they want to in this last, 15 games, but
heck no.
And it's out of bounds. Will stay with Miami.
This guy covers so much ground, though. OG Anunoby does a tremendous job covering corners. 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of possessions.
Yes. It's the 8th game back for Mitchell Robinson. An offseason ankle surgery. Robinson flushes it down.
And Josh with a big smile on his face. Knows he missed him the first time, didn't miss him the second.
Robinson there for the follow.
I can't get over the striking contrast from Mitchell Robinson Saturday to Monday.
Do perform well, get a win. Does that confidence give them a little injection as well, should they meet in the playoffs?
And how about Josh Hart? I mean, he was visibly frustrated last game.
Yes.
And
couldn't finish it, though. Shamet the other way for the Knicks as Robinson to his left. Towns as well. Towns gathers in playoffs. That's a conversation that's relevant, pertinent, and on every Knicks fan's mind right now. But that's a conversation that wasn't anywhere near the team. Anunoby has been unbelievable defensively in this second half.
it's ridiculous. Amongst the league leaders in deflections, he's just...
Here's Payne off the window. No. Robinson again. There for the tip. Now in that.
Sort of gets his legs underneath him and is playing as well as he played before the injury.
Played some really inspired minutes tonight. You have to be excited if you're a Knicks fan by what you saw tonight from Robinson and what you saw in that short snippet.
I'm not sure Tom is the type of guy that you're going to sway to get P.J. Tucker in. You think?
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing to the crowd like that. Mitchell doesn't see the shot clock, got it off, and Shamet the rebound.
Nice little defensive sequence by the rookie, and Shamet starting to get his groove.
Mitchell Robinson, 10 points, 9 boards. A triple-double from Josh Hart, his 8th, tying Walt Clyde Frazier for most in a single season by any Knick. Did that in his 68th